Be careful who you walk with. You may think you're choosing your friends, but eventually your friends begin choosing your future. The people you spend time with are taking you somewhere. The question is, where? A young man can begin with a dream. He wants to build something meaningful. He wants to become successful. He wants to honor God. He wants his life to matter. But then he finds a group of people who constantly tell him, don't take life so seriously. Everybody does it. Just enjoy yourself. One day you'll change. And slowly the dream becomes less important. The discipline disappears. The standards become lower. And the person he once wanted to become begins disappearing. Nobody forced him. Nothing dramatic happened. He simply kept walking with the wrong people. Thousands of years ago, Proverbs gave us a warning that is still painfully relevant today. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20 says, "He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed." Notice the language. It doesn't say, "He that agrees with wise men." It says, "He that walketh with wise men." Walking speaks of relationship, association, repeated exposure, shared direction. The people you walk with don't merely influence what you do, they influence how you think. And how you think eventually influences how you live. You don't normally become like someone in one afternoon. It happens gradually. You hear their opinions. You observe their choices. You listen to their conversations. You begin laughing at what they laugh at. You begin accepting things you once considered unacceptable. You begin calling normal what once disturbed your conscience. And eventually, you don't even realize you've changed. That is the danger. Influence is often invisible while it is happening. That's why Proverbs says, "He that walketh with wise men shall be wise." Wisdom is contagious. When you walk with disciplined people, their discipline challenges you. When you walk with people who value truth, truth becomes more important to you. When you walk with people who fear God, their reverence for God can strengthen your own. When you walk with people who work diligently, laziness becomes harder to justify. The people around you can pull you upward, but they can also pull you downward. And Proverbs doesn't soften the warning. A companion of fools shall be destroyed. In Proverbs, a fool isn't simply someone who lacks intelligence. A fool is often someone who repeatedly rejects wisdom, someone who refuses correction, someone who knows the right thing, but continually chooses the wrong thing, someone who follows impulse instead of wisdom. And when you constantly walk with people like that, their decisions eventually become your environment, and your environment begins shaping your decisions. So pay attention to what your friends celebrate. What do they admire? What do they pursue? How do they behave when nobody is watching? How do they handle money? How do they speak about marriage? How do they respond when they're corrected? How do they speak about God? How do they behave when temptation comes? Because eventually, you will be influenced by what you repeatedly see. The question isn't whether your friends influence you. They do. The question is, in which direction are they influencing you? And here's something important. Not everyone around you has to be your close companion. You can love people without allowing everyone access to your heart. Jesus loved sinners, but he wasn't controlled by sinners. He reached people without becoming like the people he came to save. There is a difference between loving someone and allowing someone to determine your direction. You can help someone without following them. You can forgive someone without trusting them with everything. You can be kind to someone without making them your closest advisor. You can minister to people without allowing their values to become your values. Sometimes, wisdom requires distance, not hatred, not arrogance, distance. Because some relationships require your presence, while others require boundaries. Now ask yourself a difficult question. If you continue walking with the people closest to you for the next 5 years, where will you probably end up? Will you be closer to God, more disciplined, more peaceful, more responsible, more mature, more faithful to your calling? Or will you become increasingly distracted, compromised, and spiritually cold? Your future may be hiding inside your present relationships. Look carefully. Who are you becoming because of the people around you? But there is another question. Who are the people becoming because of you? Proverbs 13:20 doesn't only challenge us to choose wise companions. It challenges us to become wise companions. Maybe someone is watching your life. Someone may be learning how to handle pressure by watching you. Someone may be learning how to handle money by watching you. Someone may be learning how to respond to failure by watching you. Someone may be learning what it means to follow God by watching you. So don't only ask, are my friends making me wiser? Ask, am I making my friends wiser? That changes everything. The goal isn't to surround yourself with perfect people. There are no perfect people. The goal is to walk with people who are moving in the right direction. People who can tell you the truth. People who can correct you. People who celebrate your growth instead of your compromise. People who don't need you to become smaller so they can feel bigger. People who will pray with you. People who will challenge you. People who will remind you of who God has called you to become. Those people are treasures. If you have them, don't take them for granted. Walk with them, learn from them, grow with them, and become that kind of person for someone else. Because your relationships are not neutral. Your conversations are not neutral. Your influences are not neutral. Every day, something is shaping you. So look at your circle. Look at your closest friends. Look at the voices you listen to most. Look at the people whose opinions carry the greatest weight in your life. Then ask, are these people taking me toward the person God wants me to become? If the answer is yes, thank God for them. If the answer is no, don't wait until the consequences become obvious. Wisdom recognizes danger before destruction arrives. Choose your companions carefully, because where you repeatedly walk, you will eventually arrive. And remember this, your friends may not determine your destiny, but they can strongly influence the direction in which you travel. So choose wisely, walk wisely, and above all, walk with God. Because the wisest companion you can ever have is the one who knows exactly where your life is supposed to go. This is Kingdom Realities, ancient wisdom, timeless truth, a better way to live.